Of times we tend to forget that whatever it is we're doing, we are safeguarding and securing the people. And if the people are not happy with what we are doing, then we are losing it. And we must learn that whatever it is we're doing, the people must come first. They must give us the adequate support, because without their support, especially in asymmetric warfare, we will be running in cycles.
Finally, Nigerian soldiers don't reply Tinubu. And now I know say Nigerian soldiers, their sense they work, some of them. They know what they do. Forget how the government and the situation just weigh them down, that they cannot say their mind. But this time around, they speak their mind and the mind of people. And another one, Tinubu don't ban Asari Dokubo from entering Asorok. I beg, watch this video. My beloved is with me. Watch him. As you watch, share. Thank you.
Look, we hear what's in defense talk concerning clashes. Do not forget to like, share, and also.
It's indeed a great honor to be here. Being that this is the maiden edition, I think it's something that we should look up to. For me, I think it's important that we look beyond just saying it, practicing it, to also doing it. Most instances, if you notice what the contemporary security challenges we're facing, most of the colleges from depot, training institutions from NDA will still conduct conventional kind of training while we're fighting asymmetric kind of training. So there's always an issue to that. So I think it's good that we do this here, and then when we go out to the field, we ensure that we implement the same. I've just been from the theater sometime in January, and I observed that we always have that divide, and it confuses the troops. They don't know whether they are applying asymmetric warfare or they are doing conventional. So I think it's important that we have exercises like this, and at the end, we'll be able to also implement out in the field. I'm particularly elated and consider this joint exercise extremely relevant to the armed forces of Nigeria, particularly at this time when our country is grappling with various forms of security challenges. As we are all aware of, the provision of security remains a cardinal pillar of the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I must state that the federal government has spent a substantial amount of resources in improving the capacities and capabilities of our armed forces to tackle these emerging security challenges. The armed forces of Nigeria also accord high priority to joint training efforts aimed at improving our competencies and operational efficiency in the conduct of military operations for enhanced national security. This is in line with my leadership concept, which is to nurture a professional armed forces of Nigeria that is people-centric. Professional means we do things right, we are proactive, we are not just sitting ducks and waiting for the enemy to come. We anticipate ahead, we have foresight. That is people-centric. From my experience, a lot of times we tend to forget that whatever it is we're doing, we are safeguarding and securing the people. And if the people are not happy with what we are doing, then we are losing it. And we must learn that whatever it is we are doing, the people must come first. They must give us the adequate support, because without their support, especially in asymmetric warfare, we will be running in cycles. Collaborative, just like we're doing. I can see other paramilitary and other services that are here, which is very, very important. And capable of meeting its constitutional responsibility, which basically is what we are meant for. Territorial integrity, and then internally if required. Now, internal is we're providing support to the Nigerian police and other security agencies, which must be enhanced. And that is very critical to what we're doing for us to enable us to achieve our success in a joint environment. Critical. Because now no unit, no parastatal, no individual organization can do it alone. We have seen it happen over and over. Even if this rescue of non-combatant individuals, we need the collaboration of everybody in a joint environment. The imperative for jointness is a denominator common to my leadership concept and common philosophies of the service chiefs. It is pertinent to state that the Armed Forces of Nigeria is continuously advancing new training strategies aimed at building this and strengthening resilience on the conduct of joint operations among the services. Recently, the training curriculum of the services war colleges were harmonized to provide the right training package for operational level commanders to gain requisite proficiencies in the conduct of joint military operations. In line with this, the Defense Headquarters approved the conduct of this joint training exercise to create opportunities for participants across the armed forces and sister agencies to synchronize efforts between the military, strategic, and operational levels of command. It is my belief that this training exercise will add in no small measure to better a lot of the participants in conduct of joint military operations at the grand strategic, military, strategic, and operational levels. This is even more expedient as the environment in which the armed forces of Nigeria, sister security agencies, and other nations conduct operations is becoming increasingly complex and uncertain. Just recently, we still have the Niger crisis that is brewing, and we are running up to see how we can handle that without shedding any bloodshed, without any bloodshed. Thus, to be effective and efficient, we must train together at every given opportunity under conditions that are as realistic as possible. Realism in training is very important. Allow participants to make mistakes. They make mistakes and they are corrected, they learn better. But if you turn mistakes to punitive measures, nobody will want to do, everybody will want to just remain. And at the end, you find out that you are building zombies, not individuals that are professionals. Let me clearly state that the Defense Headquarters views exercise trainers as a laudable step in the right direction, and I will support the college leadership at ensuring the exercise achieve its desired objectives. So congratulations, the Commandant and staff. I congratulate the leadership of the college for keying into the directive of the Defense Headquarters to organize this joint training exercise. I urge you to see this as a good initiative and a charge. I charge you not to relent in your efforts at exploring germane concepts that will continuously improve training curriculum in the armed forces to the participants. It is important that we are innovative. Please let us not just be dogmatic. We must be considering the changing nature of the security challenges and the requirements as we move forward. I'm optimistic that exercise Stranex will further enable you understand the capabilities and capacities of sister services, security agencies, MDAs, and friendly nations in the joint operations, as well as to promote brotherhood and camaraderie, which is very critical and very important. I urge us all to have the clarity of purpose and obligation to train objectively in order to develop the capacities to judiciously utilize scarce resources available to the armed forces